Hi guys, naitwa Stacy.
Mapana eti mwili kujitutumusha nitakutawanya kabahari.
Hii ni station imegrow very fast na naipenda sana. Mi watch mzuka East Africa.
Karibu Kanairo, karibu Kenya. Kujani kushova koza wa Kenya. Tuna talanta ya kucheki weather. Iyo jua ni
from Monday to Friday 4 PM. Show kali sana.
Na kusima Stella Rubina Stella na kusima Rubina yasima
weni kama pete yangu weni kama pete yangu.
If you're a business person, a trader, or anyone who wants to sell something for money, you have to advertise your products and services. Maisha TV is your best and affordable platform to market your business. We have over 50,000 Facebook likes, 1 million viewers watching us. We have daily news, highly visited website, and so if you advertise with us, we simply put your products or services to over 2 million people across all our platforms. Seriously, if you want to make money, you must market your business. Let's do the marketing and you get your money. Call us now 0746 999 841. That is 0746 999 841. Or write to info@maishatv.co.ke. Just choose it, watch it, and love it. Local news should live to your expectations. It should be reliable and most definitely accurate, keeping it local and giving you the facts, especially the breaking. That's why at Maisha Television Kenya, we value, we inform you, educate you, and advocate for your views. Trusted news, trusted sources, trusted dissemination of information. That's why there is nothing more important to us than getting it right. Maisha Television News, we are here for you. Maisha TV, the Kenyan channel pushing information to Kenyan viewers through digital television platforms.
Maisha Prime News, Maisha Television
News.
Thank you for choosing Maisha Television for this broadcast.
Information.
The classes were in a poor condition.
Cultural programming. Coming to you through all major broadcasting platforms. Special in-depth coverage from around Kenya. Exclusive reporting from all across Kenya and the continent. Maisha TV presents high-class programming, engaging talk shows from our studios and outside broadcasting on a wide range of issues with trending perspectives.
I'm really asking our guys who are behind the camera to look for that clip and then play that clip.
Telling Kenyan stories you won't hear elsewhere.
The most wicked sight in my life is to see his tongue hanging almost up to here.
Tangu corona ianze mwezi wa 3 tumekuwa na changamoto mingi.
Watching stimulating debates on a hot seat.
I guess. Wait, I don't know. Wait.
Let me tell you about the sentiment.
No.
The latest happenings from around you on Maisha Prime. The Prime talk shows connects us with realities of life. Hivi sasa, looking at your everyday life.
Wazazi wameweza kuwapa uhuru watoto wao
and local business, finance and investment.
Some levels of smuggling of sugar.
Maisha TV digital platform engages users everywhere through multimedia approach technology. A Maisha Television digital platform, your local and continental channel platform where you choose it, watch it, and love it.
politics of Kenya. It cannot continue to be about the leaders. It is time that it became about ordinary citizens. It cannot continue to be about changing the constitution. It has to begin to be about changing our economy. It cannot continue to be about positions and power sharing. It has to begin to be about jobs for ordinary young people and about empowerment of every business, including our farmers and our cattle keepers.
And also, you know, I was to be the court ordered free access to the assembly. The court ordered that the maize be surrendered to me, and the court also ordered that the vehicle be delivered to me.
Sababu kama speaker, kazi ya speaker akuja akae na MCA moderate wakati huko ndani kama iko shida.
Kiongozi Mungu amenipa uongozi, mimi naona hii ndio barabara ambayo tunatakiwa kufuata. Vile ambavyo Uhuru Kenyatta ameonyesha nyinyi njia ya kufuata, vile ambavyo Raila Odinga ameonyesha sisi njia ya kufuata. Yeye alienda kufanya handshake na president, sisi bado unajua tulikuwa bado tumeshikilia misimamo yetu mikali. Akakuja tumekaa hapa akatuelezea sisi wote viongozi wote. Akatuambia boss, hii vitu si kitu ya chuki, si kitu ya hasira. Hii nchi ikichomeka leo na kwa president Jenini, kwa president ndio majibu. Si lazima nchi ikuwe ndio sema ni kiongozi wa nchi. Na kama nchi hakuna, unaongoza nini? Kama watu hawako, unaongoza nani? So, wewe akasema ataenda kushikana mkono na Mheshimiwa Uhuru Kenyatta.
Yeye anakimbia peke yake huko, hivyo na hiyo yake ni demokrasia yake, hakuna haki ya kukimbia. Sasa nikipatia mimi mtu ndio, kama kuna shida kuwa na account katika nchi ya kigeni, ijapokuwa ikiwa kama imekuwa ni ya ufisadi, ijulikane wewe ulifungua hiyo account nini, ni kwa sababu gani, na pesa ambayo imeingia huko ilitoka wapi. Kwa hivyo mimi na hakika kweli itatoka. Uhuru tayari amesema amefurahi ya kwamba yale yametolewa, na yeye akirudi ataongea zaidi. atueleze wa Kenya yale ukweli ambayo iko juu ya hiyo.
Maisha TV, the Kenyan channel pushing information to Kenyan viewers through digital television platforms.
Maisha Prime News, Maisha Television.
News.
Thank you for choosing Maisha Television for this broadcast.
Information.
The classes were in a poor condition.
Cultural programming. Coming to you through all major broadcasting platforms. Special in-depth coverage from around Kenya. Exclusive reporting from all across Kenya and the continent. Maisha TV presents high-class programming, engaging talk shows from our studios and outside broadcasting on a wide range of issues with trending perspectives.
I'm really asking our guys who are behind the camera to look for that clip and then play that clip.
Telling Kenyan stories you won't hear elsewhere.
The most wicked sight in my life is to see his tongue hanging almost up to here.
Tangu corona ianze mwezi wa 3 tumekuwa na changamoto mingi.
Watching stimulating debates on a hot seat.
I guess. Wait, I don't know. Wait.
Let me tell you. Wait a second.
No. The latest happenings from around you on Maisha Prime. The Prime talk shows connects us with realities of life. Hivi sasa, looking at your everyday life.
Wazazi wameweza kuwapa uhuru watoto wao na ndiposa
and local business, finance and investment.
Some levels of smuggling of sugar.
Maisha TV digital platform engages users everywhere through multimedia approach technology. A Maisha Television digital platform, your local and continental channel platform where you choose it, watch it and love it.
You're right on time for Maisha Prime News. My name is Rida Chebet Kelly. Welcome. We kick off our bulletin with a story that has been making headlines The ODM party leader Raila Odinga says there is nothing wrong with operating accounts in foreign countries as long as they are not used to hide proceeds of corruption. Raila defended President Uhuru Kenyatta over the leaked Pandora Papers, linking his family to 13 offshore companies holding billions of shillings. Antonio Sundo prepared a comprehensive report on this.
We must have new priorities in the politics of Kenya.
With less than 11 months remaining to the general elections, political aspirants continue to strategically position themselves to win votes.
It cannot continue to be about the leaders. It is time that it became about ordinary citizens.
Don't be cheated by semantics.
The keen diplomatic utterances that has not only seen the deputy president slow down on the President Uhuru's Kenyatta issues, but ODM leader Raila Odinga defend President Uhuru Kenyatta on the Pandora expose that has not gone unnoticed.
Hiyo ni Pandora's box. Uhuru tayari amesema amefurahi ya kwamba yale yametolewa na yeye akirudi ataongea zaidi.
Raila Odinga, the leader of ODM, now says that having an offshore account is acceptable as long as parties can explain how they opened such accounts.
Hii mambo ya accounts katika nchi za kigeni. Sioni kama kuna shida kuwa na account katika nchi za kigeni. Ijapokuwa ikiwa kama imekuwa ni ya ufisadi. Ijulikane wewe ulifungua hiyo account lini, ni kwa sababu gani, na pesa ambayo imeingia huku ilitoka wapi.
Raila said with an interview with a local vernacular radio stations, while he does not have any foreign accounts, it is fine for Kenyans who do, provided they can account for the money in their accounts.
Mimi nataka kila Mkenya ambaye hakuna mambo kama haya ajitokeze. Na wengine wanalindwa na mahakama hapa. Pesa wameweka huko nje na hiyo pesa imekoma huko. Mimi najua imekuwa kwa serikali.
At the same time, the ODM leader said focus should not be on the accounts but on how the money in the accounts was acquired.
Na kuna inaitwa temptations mingi sana. Wafanya biashara wanakuja kwako, wanakuambia ukifanya hii na hii utapata hii, utawekewa hii huko. Na mimi nimekataa. Kama vile shetani alikuwa anajaribu Yesu. Yesu akamwambia enda mbali shetani.
On the other hand, the Deputy President William Ruto has steered off the Pandora issue and has focused on pushing his bottom-up economic plan.
Anakimbia peke yake huko.
It cannot continue to be about positions and power sharing.
Speaking on Tuesday, the second in command said it is time to empower the youths and the women.
It has to begin to be about jobs for ordinary young people and about empowerment of every business, including our farmers and our cattle keepers.
Antonio Sundwa for Maisha Prime News, Maisha Television.
Mimi sina chochote. Mimi niko hapa Kenya tu.
And the family in Airstrip area in Busia County is seeking justice for their kin who was brutally murdered 2 weeks ago. 60-year-old Anne Acheng had just returned from Tanzania after attending a one-week nurses conference before meeting her untimely death.
Tunaomba serikali itusaidie. Hawa watu wasiwahi tolewa kwa bond. Wakiwa huku nje sisi hatuna usalama.
Niko na uchungu sana nikisikia tu hawa watu wanaweza kutoka na bond. Siwezi kufurahia. Serikali itusaidie. Sio vizuri kila wakati vijana wetu wanachinja watu kama kuku na ile hali kila kitu inakuja inanyamazika.
And Busagwa Vocational Training College, situated in Budalangi constituency, that is in Busia County, offers various courses ranging from artisan craft among other courses. The school principal is now appealing to parents to admit their children at the institution. The only fee paid is 500 shillings for registration. Here is the full report. Busagwa Vocational Training College, situated in Budalangi constituency in Bunyala sub-county, was established in the year 1974 to solve the wastage of skills due to unavailability of vocational institution in the region.
My name is Wellington Andawa, principal of Busagwa Vocational Training Center. Busagwa Vocational Training Center was started in the year 1974. It's among the oldest polytechnics in Busia County.
According to the school principal, Mr. Andawa, who has served the institution for 2 years, the school was not operational for the whole of last year due to floods.
I'm 2 years old in the institution. I came in 2020, January. But because of the floods that occurred last year in 2020, we were able to close down the institution. So we didn't do much last year. So this is the year 2021, which we started implementing some of the projects that in the institution. So far, so good. We have been able to procure some of the equipments in various departments. For example, if we move around, we have been able to rehabilitate motor vehicle that have been broken down. That is in the department of motor vehicle. If in hairdressing department, we have been able to recarpet the classrooms, bought some equipments, modern equipments and tools in that department. And in the welding department, we've been able to procure some new equipments and tools. So those are some of the achievements we've been able to carry out this year 2021.
Busagwa Vocational College offers various courses ranging from artisan, craft, among them welding, hairdressing, motor vehicle, fashion and design, among others.
Now, we as an institution, we are offering various type of courses in various different areas, trade areas. The courses we are offering are we chose the courses that are very marketable in the community, so as the trainees, when they finish the courses, they are able to go and get themselves and be able to at least get the jobs. Of course, we don't want to train trainees and by the end of the day, they can't just sit at home. So some of the courses we are offering around 8 courses, and that is, for example, the course in building. This is a very marketable course. For example, when trainees complete the course, they are ready to be able to engage in various activities back there in the community, build houses, because this is a ready market course. Another course we are offering is hairdressing. This is a course whereby when the trainees are able to complete, they will be able to get some income. Another course we are offering is motor vehicle. This is a course that is readily available in the market, whereby, as you see, there are a lot of people purchasing vehicles, and when these vehicles break down, they'll be able to be repaired by mechanics. The other thing we want to urge the community is that the level of courses we are offering the 2 levels of certification. One of the certification we are offering is the trade test area, whereby this area trainees, it doesn't have the minimum requirement whereby trainees are able to join. Any trainee that is willing to train in a particular trade area is free to join, because it doesn't have that minimum requirement that is required. Another area we are offering is at the artisan level. This level, you must have a minimum requirement at least of a class 8, and a 2-year course whereby you have to train and be able to examine at the end of the course by the examining
We
body.
got a chance to speak to some of the students and tutors from different departments who expressed their satisfaction with the training offered at the institution.
I'm an instructor in the Department of Hairdressing and Beauty Therapy. Okay. Studying hairdressing and beauty therapy is very much important because it's source of capital. Hairdressing and beauty therapy is also source of income. It's a foreign exchange. Okay.
So start. Sauti kidogo.
So majina Nancy Omachola, ni hairdresser. Na kwa wale ambao wananiona, ningependa kuambia watu wakuje tushirikiane. Kazi yenye unafanya wewe mwenyewe ni nzuri, unaweza jiandikisha wewe mwenyewe.
The trainees acknowledge the TVC's training, saying it is better than a white-collar job education as they can create self-employment.
Jina naitwa Karen Apoli Kilo kutoka Bungoma Vocational Training Center. Sababu nifanye kachagui course mwenyewe nilikaa nikaamua nikaona course yenye naweza fanya kama mimi msichana yenye nisaidia katika maisha yangu ni welding. Na welding watu wengi wasichana wengi wamechukua kama ya wavulana. Sasa hakuna kazi ya wavulana kwa hii dunia. Kazi ni kazi, tu hata kwa msichana unaweza fanya kazi yoyote. Ndio maana mimi niliamua nikuje katika jifunze welding, nikuwe challenge kwa wasichana wengine kama mimi.
My name is Bungoma Odori Herbert, an instructor building technology. With me here is my colleague Mr. Chola Bernard. We are in charge of the building technology at this institution, Busagwa Vocational Training Center. So this particular course is a course that is aimed at trainees being self-reliant at the end of the course. So we are tasked with the main objective is to impart with the trainees with skills to enable them to be self-reliant.
Majina naitwa Amos Ogulom Angate. Mimi ni mwalimu wa metal processing. Nafunza kazi ya kuunda madirisha, milango, viti, hata saa zingine kujenga mabodi za magari. Hiyo ndio kazi yenye tunafanya. Umuhimu ya hii kazi yetu sana sana inatufanya tunajiajiri sisi wenyewe. Self employment tunapata kwa hii kazi yetu. Saizi hakuna kazi, lazima wewe mwenyewe ujitegemee, ufanye bidii upate jinsi vile unaweza kukulia.
So kwa majina naitwa Henry Odera, nasoma katika shule ya Busagwa Vocational Training Institute. Nilichagua hii course kwa manufaa kwa sababu sikuwa na hiyo mzee hakuwa na pesa ya kunipeleka high school. So nikakuja hapa hivi nitafute knowledge ili nikitoka hapa hivi nitakuwa na kitu yenye najitegemea kwa maisha yangu baadaye.
One of the advantage enjoyed by the students is affordable fees. According to the institution's principal, Mr. Andawa, the only fee paid is 500 shillings for registration.
Trade areas. The other area we want to maybe to urge the community that our fee is affordable. The only thing we require from the parent is the admission fee for trainees to join. We don't have a lot of requirements that we require in that particular area. There's only the admission fee of 500 shillings, and the trainee joins the institution for him to take the course that he requires.
For Maisha Prime, Maisha Television, I'm Rida Chebet Kering. Rift Valley Regional Commissioner George Natembeya has decried the high number of uncollected national identity cards. Natembeya urged the youth to collect their IDs. He said so far over 71,000 IDs have not been collected in the Rift Valley region alone. Natembeya said the government has increased the number of administrative officers to enhance service delivery and reduce the backlog on issuance of the identity cards.
Vitambulisho ambavyo vimekuwa processed na vijachukuliwa na wenyewe upande wa North Rift, kule Turkana, West Pokot, Samburu, Elgeyo Marakwet, hizo counties ni 24,000. Alafu upande wa South Rift, hii Nakuru, Bomet, Kericho, Narok, Kajiado ni 47,000. Kwa hivyo kwa jumla ni 71,000. Na hizi vitambulisho tungependa kuwasi wale watu ambao walikuja kutafuta kitambulisho. No, within 2 months lazima mtu akuja angalie kitambulisho imefika wapi achukue ID yake. Lakini pia nimetoa amri kwamba kila deputy county commissioner ambaye ni DC aenda achukue vitambulisho za area yake, aite machief, kila chief achukue za watu wake, alafu apelekewe. Huko kutakuwa na accountability, kunakuwa na kitabu register, mtu anaandika jina lake, ID number, alafu na simu namba yake ya simu, alafu ana sign. Hiyo register itaregeshwa kwa registrar of person.
And on to a sad news, police in Nakuru have launched investigations into an incident in which a 40-year-old man in Afraha allegedly killed his wife under unclear circumstances. According to a police report at the Central Police, Nakuru, Paul Ochieng and his wife got into a heated argument which left the woman dead. Philip Simiu, that report.
A middle-aged man is said to have stabbed his wife to death at a Afraha apartment in Nakuru East Sub-County near St. Mary's Primary School before attempting to kill himself by jumping off the balcony before he was rescued.
Kafungilia geti. Bibi alikuwa ametangulia, hata pipi hakunisalamia. Akanipitako tu, akapita, mwanaume pia akafuata. Muda kidogo nikanyamaza hivyo, nikasikia kama mlango inakongwa ndio ndani.
According to Nakuru East Sub-County Police Commander Elena Kabukuru, who confirmed the incident, the suspected Paul Ochieng, 40 years, had a domestic conflict with his wife Njeri Kamande before the incident.
The suspect tried to jump from the 4th floor so that to commit suicide, but he was rescued.
Bibi ndio juzi akaniambia pati yana bwana yake anatakanga tu akae kwa nyumba hata kingi atoke. Nikamwambia hapana, kama amekwambia wewe tulia kwa nyumba. Ongoche watoto yako. Sababu mkiacha watoto wao watoku peke yao. Wakikaa kwa nyumba peke yao, wanachua kuna wasasi. Watoto wenyewe wanalala kwa nyumba peke yao.
At the scene of the crime, police recovered a knife that is now in their custody.
At the scene of the murder, we have recovered knife.
The couple's 5-year-old twins were rescued and accommodated by neighbors during the night incident.
Huko nikasikia sasa nduru ya watoto. Sasa ukimbia kufika huko, nikapata mlango wameweka kufuri. Na ndani ni kisa. Ndio nikashuka tena chini, bia nikaita huyu landlord hapa. Nikamwambia bwana huko imeumana. Akasema nini? Nasikia watoto wanasema mama yao tami inatoka.
The suspect was rushed to Nakuru Level 5 hospital under tight security.
We don't solve issues by fighting. There is a way for solving our problems because there is an increase of especially the youth, the young.
The body of the deceased was removed to Nakuru County mortuary. For Prime News Maisha Television, I'm Philip Simi.
Police in Namisi Village, Bungoma County, have destroyed 3,800 liters of illicit alcohol. The area is well known for illicit alcohol brewing in the region. Douglas Unjala brings us that report from Bungoma.
This is a den that we have earmarked. We will deal with it on a daily basis if need be, and we will not relent.
Vile mnavyoona hii area si hata boma ya mtu kusema ukweli, kwa sababu tumeona ni mahali tu tunasikia kuna butchery wanaleta vitu, hata zile vitu zinaibiwa pale Kandui ama Bungoma kwa ujumla inaletwa hapa.
I want to send a warning to any other person who has a den like this to beware, and we shall not even relent even after the 30-day RRI program.
Tafadhali tushirikiane pamoja ili tuweze kushinda hii vita ya kuangamiza hizi pombe haramu, kwa sababu vile mnavyoona watu wengi hapa sana hawafanyi, hakuna kitu economic activity inafanyika.
Watasomesha watoto namna gani? Wajadi mtu namna gani? Ikiwa sasa ukijaribu kujisaidia wewe mwenyewe inakuwa vigumu, serikali inaona umeenda mkondo mbaya.
The Orange Democratic Party has begun preparation for its nomination exercise. The Electoral Board says it has begun clearing the list of members. The chairman of the Electoral Board is leading a party delegation in Mombasa. Let's have a look.
Sisi tunamwambia gavana, tumeshukuru pale tulipotoka na wewe. Ulipokuwa unaitwa drug dealer, unaitwa D-, unaitwa nini, tukipigwa matiagas pamoja na wewe, na tunakuambia hayo yasiwe sababu ya kuwa unaendoze mtu. wacha watu wenyewe, kwa sababu watu chembelecho bado wanasema fimbo fimbo ikishachapa, hatutaki mtu aje aliye nyef.
Now let's get the impact of COVID-19 to traders by Anthony Osundwa.
In December 2019, a new respiratory illness referred to as COVID-19 caused by a novel coronavirus was first detected in the central Chinese city of Wuhan. Within the first 5 weeks of the outbreak, tens of thousands of people were infected and more than 1,000 died. The outbreak has been categorized as a public health emergency by the World Health Organization. Not surprisingly, the virus is having economic impact throughout the world, and the major economic sectors in Kenya have not been spared. Traders have been forced to close their businesses, downgrade, or survive with losses or low income. Health measures imposed in Kenya, such as curfew, have left many businesses hurting, and this is the impact of COVID-19 on traders. Onset of COVID-19, the Kenyan economy has been highly ravaged, leaving us with sorrow after seeing the ugly face when our loved ones succumb due to the virus.
Over 5,000 Kenyans had succumbed to COVID-19. We mourn these Kenyans, together with the over 4.7 million lives that have been lost around the world.
It has changed the natural way of life, as many people live in deep fear of contracting this serious disease.
Na pia lazima mkumbuke tuko pia na corona. Unatunga pia afya? Mbona uko na mask?
The government came up with some restrictions to curb the spread, among them being restricted movements in and out of the country, curfews, lockdowns, among others.
The pandemic's devastating impact on global travel, tourism, our supply chains, investment, has caused the deepest economic recession.
Including the curfew hours that are there, and will indeed announce an extension of the hours that we have got. Measures to remain the same until perhaps by the end of this month.
When the government came up with these restrictions, its main agenda was to fight the spread for a better tomorrow. But today, on the other hand, it sounded negative to the small-scale traders.
Pale nyuma before COVID, sema hatukuwa na shida za kazi, ilikuwa mingi, biashara ilikuwa inarun vizuri, sikuwa na arrears za rent, sikuwa nasumbuana na rent. Lakini tangu corona ingie, landlord ndio kwa mlango kila saa, kuna kazi, biashara karudi chini.
Now many of the small-scale businesses have been having a hard time over the restrictions, as some rules have completely changed the normal functioning. In a case where curfews have made the night travel being illegal, many traders selling mitumbas have been affected, as the time used to transport their bales has been highly affected. We met Jacqueline, a mitumba cloth seller in the main market of Bungoma town in Bungoma County.
Mi kwa majina kamili naitwa Jacqueline Kidavi. Mi ni mzaliwa wa Vihiga, lakini kwa sasa niko Bungoma County kwa ajili ya kibiashara. Biashara mimi nauza mitumba kama vile mnaona hapa hivi. Nauza blazers, dresses za ladies, viatu za ladies. Na hata hivyo niliona customer wangu akija kununua kitu, at least wapate kinywaji kama soda, nikaweka fridge ya Coca-Cola. Nilianza na ukulima. Nimekuwa nikifanya kazi ya ukulima, kufuga ng'ombe, kuku na kupanda tu mimea shambani. Lakini nikafika mahali nikaona kidogo nachoka. Ninatumia wakati mwingi, nguvu mingi. So nikaona wacha nijaribu hizi biashara za mitumba. Na nikaanza tu polepole. Nilianza in fact na kupigisha kamera. Si kuanza na kufungua bell. Nilianza tu kupigisha kamera. Naenda mtu amefungua bell yake na ukota nguo kama 2, 3, 5. Naanza kuzungusha kwa marafiki zangu. Hivyo God akanisaidia, nikapata pale Chepkube kwa street. Nikiuza pale kwa street, wakaanza kulima barabara. So vile walianza kulima barabara nikaona, hii mambo gani hii? Itabidi sasa nipanua akili. Ndiposa God akanisaidia nikapata hapa hivi, vile niko hivi. Bas, na nikaona.
Jacqueline says before the pandemic, life was sounding fairly as most of the customers were turning up to purchase their commodities, but today, with the pandemic, everything sounds negative.
Kabisa before COVID-19 ingie hapa Kenya, biashara ilikuwa nzuri sana. At least kwa siku ningeuza nipate 10k, 8k. At least maisha ilikuwa mzuri. Alafu pia time management, tulikuwa tunasongeshwa hadi hata saa 2 usiku. Unaweza funga biashara yako saa 2, saa 1:30. Lakini sasa wakati COVID iliingia, kidogo ikakuwa ngumu. Unaona mnaharakishwa time curfew, unafunga saa 11, labda uko na client wako alikuwa amekuzoea masaa za saa 2, saa 1:30, unapata haipo tena. Hiyo pesa unapoteza hivyo. So kidogo COVID vile iliingia, biashara imekuwa ngumu kama sisi haswa wana biashara.
She urges the county government to reduce on the issue of licenses, open up fully the economy, and lift up some restrictions such as curfews to give them humble time over their business.
Mimi chenye ningependa ni advice county government ya Bungoma ni upande wa ushuru. Unaweza ona umefungua hata biashara, umefungua mzigo kama saa 2. Na hiyo saa 2 itakugharimu kitambushika hata shilingi 100, ni kitu kama saa 9 huko saa 10. Lakini unaona wanaleta receipt wanakuwekea hapo. Hata ukijaribu kulalamika useme sijauza, hata sijafanikiwa leo shilingi, hawataki kujua. Hao wanakutupia receipt na wanaenda. Na kama ni hapa hivi kwa duka, unaona niko hapo na business permit, hawataki kujua. Wakija wakipata hiyo kitu hakuna hapo, hawatajua ilikuwa umeuza ama hii business yake ina run aje, hawataki kujua. Hao chenye wanataka ni pesa. So ninge advertise county government ya Bungoma, tafadhali, kuna ule mwananchi mwenye ako chini kibiashara, hasa sana kama mama mboga, mtu ameanza kuchoma mahindi, at least wakweko na ile utu ama kale ka favor. Muonea huruma, hata at least wanamkatia hata kama ni 20 bob, lakini akijieleza pia wanakuwa na muda wa kumuelewa. Wajue kweli ndiye anafika. Hata ndio unafika tu saa hii umeweka tu karatasi unataka kumwaga nguo. Unaona mtu wa receipt ameshafika. Na hata umueleza namna gani, hakuna vile utamtoroka. Tena kesho ukimtoroka anakuongezea receipt nyingine. So unaona kidogo tiri sana, especially curfew. Unaona sisi na lockdown tulikuwa tukifika mahali tunapoona biashara sasa haitembei vizuri katika kaunti ya Bungoma, at least tunaenda kama Webuye, tunaenda kama Malaba. So unafagilisha huko mzigo wako. Lakini vile lockdown ilikuja, wakasema wanafunga kila mahali. Mnafanyia tu mahali penyu kwa kaunti yenu. Kidogo ikakuwa ngumu juu ule mwanabiashara wa Malaba, mwanabiashara wa Webuye hata kufikia kwa sababu ya lockdown, unaona. Na hata akija itabidi harakishe kwa sababu muda wa curfew ulikuwa umewekwa saa 11, inabidi tena au anarudi. So kidogo unaona hata labda mzigo imechelewa pia kwa sababu ya curfew, kwa sababu ya lockdown, hija kufikia kwa wakati. So tena unaona kidogo unapoteza huyo mfanyabiashara, unapoteza huyo client, unapoteza huyo customer, na kidogo maisha inakuwa ngumu.
She goes on to urge her fellow small scale traders to keep on fighting, never give up, always be prayerful, for this pandemic will never last forever.
Rais, wanabiashara wenzangu kwamba biashara ni hasara. Kitu ya kwanza wajue hivyo. Ukianzisha biashara usiweke tu matumaini kwamba wewe utakuwa unapata profit kila wakati. Hamna. Inabidi ukubali hizi vitu zote mbili. Utakuwa na hasara, utakuwa na faida. So ningependa tu kuambia watie bidii na wakuwe na ile moral. Wakiona imeshuka, sio pia nao washuke. Wajaribu vile wanaweza kuboost hizi biashara zao na zikaweze kusonga mbele. Jua hakuna kitu kizuri ambacho kinakuja kwa uwepesi. Hata ndio itwe gold, inapitia hali ngumu ndio ikuwe gold. Sasa ningependa tu kuadvise wana biashara wenzangu kwamba wakuwe na hiyo moral na bidii. Na hata pia wajue Mungu yupo. Kwa kila jambo wahusishe Mungu. Mungu ndio muweza wa kila kitu, na wanapokumbuka kutoa hata fungu la 10 kwa biashara zao, God hataweza kuwasahau. Mungu anaangalia moyo ambao unajitoa. So ningependa kuambia wakuwe waombezi sana na waamini Mungu kwamba anaweza.
The cries continue, the laments continue, but at least at the end of the day, you'll notice that also the struggle to fight with this low economy caused by the COVID-19 pandemic goes on. For Maisha Prime News, Maisha Television, I'm Anthony Osundwa.
Well, we've come to the end of Maisha Prime News. My name is Ada Chibet Karing, and after this, I'll be coming back on Maisha Prime Women Talk, where real women engage. It's gonna be exciting, it's gonna be educative. Make sure you don't miss out. Enjoy the rest of your viewing.
Maisha TV, the Kenyan channel pushing information to Kenyan viewers through digital television platforms.
Maisha Prime News, Maisha Television.
News.
Thank you for choosing Maisha Television for this broadcast.
Information.
The classes were in a poor condition.
Cultural programming. Coming to you through all major broadcasting platforms. Special in-depth coverage from around Kenya. Exclusive reporting from all across Kenya and the continent. Maisha TV presents high-class programming, engaging talk shows from our studios and outside broadcasting on a wide range of issues with trending perspectives.
I'm really asking our guys who are behind the camera to look for that clip and then play that clip.
Telling Kenyan stories you won't hear elsewhere.
The most wicked sight in my life is to see his tongue hanging almost up to here.
Tangu corona ianze mwezi wa 3 tumekuwa na changamoto mingi.
Watching stimulating debates on a hot seat.
I guess. Wait, I don't know. Wait. Let me tell you about the
The latest happenings from around you on Maisha Prime. The Prime Talk shows connects us with realities of life. Hivi sasa, looking at your everyday life.
Wazazi wameweza kuwapa uhuru watoto wao na ndiposa
and local business, finance and investment.
Some levels of smuggling of sugar.
Maisha TV digital platform engages users everywhere through multimedia approach technology. A Maisha Television digital platform, your local and continental channel platform where you choose it, watch it and love it.
so glad you could join us for this show, Maisha Prime Women Talk, where real women engage. I'm your host, Rida Chibet Kering, and you can join this conversation. We are live on our social media platforms, Facebook and YouTube, Maisha Television Kenya, Instagram and Twitter at Maisha TV KE. You can also send in your text 0746 999 Today we are going to do a unique thing. We've been talking about being an organized woman, women in leadership, the role of a woman as a wife, the role of a woman as a mother. We also talked about being those are just some of the topics that we've been talking about, and following those topics we've received a number of questions from our viewers, and we wish to be advised by Irene Mumbo-Bushebi, who is a counselor. Karibu sana Irene.
Asante sana, nashukuru.
Yeah, so today we're going to sample some of the questions that our viewers have been sending in, and they're asking for advice because their marriages are not facing that soft path vile wengi walitarajia, vile waliingia katika hiyo safari. And I'll just be reading some of their questions and you offer them the counseling services.
I'm ready.
Okay, I'll start with the first person who said that you are talking about being an organized woman, but for me I have 3 kids who are very active, destroying things here and there. Most of the time you will get my house messy, and I'm also a working mother, so it becomes harder to be organized all the time. Kindly advise on how to deal with this, because I'm seeing that it is also affecting my husband.
I'm so happy today that people can still engage in such issues, especially the women, because most of the women keep quiet, and this one is not very healthy in their marriages and their role as women. So as we answer this, I would say that it doesn't really seem like if you are an organized woman that everything has to be super or superb. But the thing is, there are times when things cannot really go so well, and especially for her, she's saying she's a working lady. And I know most of the time she's not home, and when she comes home, she'll find everything in a mess. So we can't say that she's not organized from the picture that we find immediately that she comes home. But the reality is, if you're this organized woman, it doesn't just seem like you have to make everything perfect in terms of your children are not going to touch on these spreaders and the dishes here and there. They'll do that because they're children, they want to do that. But what we were talking about in reality is somebody who is organized from within her. And you know, when this happens, it means that when somebody gets into your home, you will realize that this is a home that has children. And so these things that I'm seeing is because of the children. But there are other things that when you look at them, for example, when you look at the curtains that somebody is having in the house, the way maybe the utensils are organized in the cabinets in there, you'll know this is an organized woman. It's only that she has children. So we are not talking about a situation or a scenario where everything is in place and the children are in that house. You know, even if you get into such a house, you know that also there's a problem. Because how could we have known that there are those disorganized women and organized women at the same time? So what we're talking about is this person who is really not organized from the inside of them. And what I'm saying in reality is that these are people whom, when you look at other things that maybe the children are not even in a position to touch, you are going to say that, okay, now what's happening? Because like the seats, okay, I know the children are going to dirty the seats and all that stuff, but there are times when this woman will decide and make sure that the seats are cleaned, even if the children will pour in some soda, you know, chai and all that stuff. You can still have some time and then clean them. You know, getting into a house where when you get into that house, it's like you want to do this, you know, you want to make sure you block your nose so that you're not breathing in and out like that, so not fresh. And when you get that smell, you know that it's not for today. It's something that happened long time ago, and so this is a smell that is emanating from the fact that something was done there and it was not cleaned. So what we are saying is that these things can happen, yes, but for that lady I would advise, whenever you get time to clean your home, make sure you clean your house perfectly, and then let the children play. Don't tie them. I know there are those people who now want to put the children there. They are children, they have to play, you know. But what we are saying is that it's something that when somebody gets in and finds there, he'll know or she'll know that, you know, this is something that has happened just because this lady was out, or maybe the children have tampered with things here and there, but it's not that the whole house looks like it's in a mess. All the books are all over, all the sufurias are from the kitchen, and you know, we are talking about that because I know the sufurias, how did the kids get into the sufurias? If there is anything, then it has to be, maybe they are too small cups, you know, all that stuff, maybe the spreaders, if you have spreaders on your seat, maybe the carpet has been dirtified a little bit. You know, I'm talking about that. And that one, even if your husband is concerned about that, she's just a human, I mean, he's just a human being like any other person. He would want to sit in a good environment. And for any other husband also listening to me out there, I know that you understand your wife. You see, sometimes the husbands will react like that, especially when they know who you are. Because I don't think if he knows you are this organized lady, he'll start fuming simply because he's found that children were playing with their cups and all that stuff there. And he also knows that you are out of this house. You know, so there are these things that can be understood, but there are those other things that somebody would want to react upon them because he knows there is a source. There's somewhere that it's coming from. Because even if somebody just peeps into your bedroom, a place where maybe the children are not there, still in a mess. Yeah. So what we are saying in essence is that, okay, for that lady, I would say, whenever you get time to clean your home, just clean her. When you come home and you find everything is all over, because I know even if they're having the house girl and all that stuff, maybe the house girl is not in a position to take care of all that. You know, because sometimes we take this, the young small girls ambao wanatusaidia kazi, or the mama who is old and she's running around with the kids and she's forgotten about every other thing, you know. So what you're going to do immediately you get home, please, you can also try to clean up. And also, we also need to teach our children the other things, because you would find that some children are just grown enough, but still they are doing things that the small babies are supposed to be doing. That's not right. That one, I'm not going to say a yes to that. But anyway, if they're those small kids, we can understand, and then we can also start teaching them what to do, because they'll also be helping us tidying up. There are those kids, when they realize their mama is coming or their daddy is coming, they'll try to tidy up because they know we've messed this place. Wacha tutengeneze, daddy anakuja ama mami anakuja, because they know this is the norm of the home. Lakini kama wamezoea, wanapanda juu ya hizo vikombe wakikuja kukusalimia, you are getting in. Hakuna kitu mami atafanya. Hakuna kitu mami atafanya. Mami pia amezoea, yeye pia atatusaidia kupiga teke hizi vikombe tukiingia the other room. So what we are talking about is in a scenario whereby you understand yourself, everything is put in order. Even if they are tampered with here and there, anybody coming in will know that this is because of the kids who are here. But it's not just like this is the norm of this home. Yeah. So for that lady, if it is really affecting your husband, you know, there's something that we've also been tackling, that is talking to your partner. Sometimes just keeping quiet na unajua that is what inamsumbua, because I know the moment you are commenting like that, you realize that that is the problem. So what you have to do is also communicate. You know, you can talk to him when you feel he can listen to you, so that you can get to understand. But you don't take it for granted that now nishamwambia ashaelewa. Hapana. Also work hard on your end.
Wow, thank you so much. I think that our viewers gotten that advice. And I will go to the second question, which is say that she says that I am organized, like my house is clean. I cook for my husband. Some of the roles that you said is the role of a wife.
Yeah.
I cook for my husband, but that bond between us is not strong the way it used to be. What could I be doing wrong?
Yeah. So that calls for a proper check of everything, because when we're talking about an organized woman, organized home, everything clean, sparkling clean, as they say, it doesn't end there, because I don't think if the home is clean, that's enough. We need much more than that. And I know for women, most of the time, when the kids start getting in, as in we are having our kids, we try so much to drift our attention to the children, and we forget about the husband. You know, and he will feel it, because you know, most of the time you get home, it's like the only people you are hugging are the children, and then that is the end of it. Umeishia kwa jikoni, kutafuta wamekula wamefanya nini, you know. And this is somebody ulikuwa ukitoka nje, you come, this is the person you find at home. And so you also have to think about these things. Don't you know, bury your head into the issue of the children totally and forget about the husband. So I know it's something that can really affect a family and a marriage at that, if you're going to drift your attention into other things. Because I know when the children come, they come with a lot of responsibilities. Because as I'm saying, you know, when you get in, you find your house is like that. You'd want to to take care of the house first before you even think, where is my husband? Maybe he came like 2 hours ago. He's like, where is my wife? You've come, you are in the sitting room and the kitchen, you're operating, and the children's room, you know, that is where you're operating. You're trying to put everything in order. But let us also think about this, yeah, that, you know, this is somebody who has been part of us, and in fact, not just part of us, he's been so much close to you as the wife. And now it comes to a point whereby your attention is drifted into other things. As she's saying, I understand. Everything is clean. It means she's really working hard to see that everything is clean. And it doesn't end there. And that's why we are told as women, we are given responsibilities to, you know, make sure that everything, we check on everything. So you have to work a little bit smarter than you usually work, because you have to take care of those kids, the environment of the home, the food in the kitchen, and also the husband, which is basically what you need to do. So you can do the rough cleaning here and then make sure he's okay. Yeah, but if you put all your attention on these things, it will be, whom are you doing them for? Because he'll not even be seeing those things. He still wants to, you know, have that, you know, the closer relationship that you're having, and that is what she's calling the bonding. So that might be the case, and I know there are so many reasons that might be another problem, because maybe you're getting home late from work. You have to talk about this. Let him know, if you're going to come late, please, can you make a call? Are you home? I'm not home yet because of ABCD, you know. I know somebody will tell me, whenever you tell him, he'll start throwing words at you, sending you text messages. He'll be doing all this, but at the back of his mind, he knows you told him you're going to be home late. And so please, wherever you are, make sure you're doing the right thing. You know, some of us also, we do this, and then we unapitia huko kwa soko ukipiga story na mama, and you told your husband you'll be home late. Simply, kama ilikuwa ni kwenda kununua mboga, just rush to the market, take the mboga, then go home, you know. Instead of now getting to the market, making stories, and remember you had texted your husband that I'm coming home late, yeah, and you're coming home even later, you know. So it's because of you. So what we are saying is that women, you know, we just have a lot to do, but we can do it. That's what I've usually been saying, that we can do it, because God has given us that, you know, ability to do so many things at the same time. So we can do all these things and make sure that we are in the right place at the right moment, doing the right thing.
Yeah, so the women should not only focus on maybe cleaning, making sure that they're organized, playing their role as the wives, like cooking and doing whatever. There's some other things also that
remember, you are still the wife to this husband. And where everything started, I think even these things you are cleaning, they came after you two people met. So if you're going to only clean these things, it means that these things are more important. But what came first? It's you and your husband. So remember that part. You have to really remember it most of the time. I know, speaking from a woman's point of view, it's not a very easy thing. And sometimes we usually just say that, you know, he will understand. And that is where everything starts getting slower and slower and slower. She's saying the bond is now getting, you know, apart. So what we are saying in essence is that, yeah, I know it's a lot for us, but we can still do it because we are given the ability to do that. And this one also comes by, you know, being, I've just said, being a little bit smarter. And that the Bible talks about it as being wise. Because we are told, if you're not wise, you're going to break your home with your own hands. What they are saying in essence is that, you know, there are things that you need to do. Sometimes you look at them and you feel that somebody should just understand, but they need not to understand. You need to understand much more. Because we are told those people who have understanding are the people who are wise. So if you know, if you're going to have understanding, it means you're going to be wise, and that means you're not going to break your home. So whatever might be causing that bond to drift, please, can you look into it? Because I know you know it. I know from where I sit, I know. Women, we realize what would be making our husband not to feel very comfortable with how our relationship is taking another course.
Wow, and now the next question is from a man, and he's a husband. He says that my wife is good, yes, she's organized, does everything perfect, but the way she addressed me really turns me off because I feel like she's not respecting me as the man of the house. I think that you should also tackle that.
Thank you so much, Mr. Man. I know that's good of you. You know, not so many men would want to do that, but it's good. It's good to speak out, and it's good to air this out so that people can know where also problems come from. Yes, we can be doing all these things, and as I said, even our men know that we might be organized and all that, but there's something more than that. Don't, you know, as he's saying, he's just put it out. You are addressing him like he's not the man of the house. And as we did say, we were talking about those women in leadership and all that stuff. So sometimes we are put in positions, and even our men put us in positions where we feel we are also people in that home. You know, if you get that good man who will want to put you in a place where he feels you are just a human being as he is, and he treats you like that special part of him. And maybe if this is done to you, you start taking advantage of the same, and now you start feeling you are the everything in that home. Please don't address that man not in the right way. Because if you read even about these women who are in the, I like applying the word of God every other day. So if you read about these women who are in the Bible, you find that maybe they were going through some stuff because of the men, but what they were doing is, most of the time you'll find them addressing their men as my Lord, which is something, you know, some of us, it's not very easy for us to do it today. But that is to say that the place of a man was put as the place of a man, despite anything that he might have done. Because I know we are human beings, when we sit together we'll have 1, 2, 3 things happening. But still, if you put that person in his place, as we did say here, respect is the basis of everything. You know, you have to respect this person, and in return you'll get that respect. But if you're not going to respect him, talking to him like, you know, he's one of your kids, because, you know, as I did say, if you start drifting your attention to the children so much, you find that everybody in the house looks like the child. Sasa unawaongelesha kama watoto mpaka the husband. You've forgotten this is my husband. So please, you can make everything good, but if you're not going to put that husband in his place in terms of he is the head of that home, then you're going to lose it all. Because hata hiyo usafi atakuwa naiona. He doesn't feel like he's in his, because they feel they are in their kingdom. So if a king is in his kingdom and then he's not being addressed as the king, what will happen? He'll kill everybody in that kingdom, my friend. So if you're that woman and maybe you're not addressing your man as you're supposed to address him, then know that you're messing it all up. Because he's the master of that home. Whether you like it or not, he might be a drunkard, he's not. But the thing remains, mtu akimwona huko nje anasema that is so and so's husband. Hata vile wewe unaweza mchukua, hata pengine huwa anajikojolea kama amelewa. That is your secret back at home. But the thing is, can you please take this man as he is? Hata kama huwa anajifanya hivyo, Mungu alikupa na ulishakubaliana naye. Inaweza kuwa this thing started when you were already in your marriage. Maybe it was not there. But because you are already there, what are you going to do? You're not going to just back off. Yeah? It's like maybe you are going into a battle. If you're going into a battle or war, something like that, is it that you are going to back off because things are tough? No, you are going to get tougher. So when I'm saying getting tougher, it doesn't mean that talking to him like you want it to be known it's getting tough. No, the thing is, please address him as the man of the house.
Yeah, so and there's also this thing of ego. Unapata that mwanamke yuko na hiyo ego. Utaniambia nini, uwe ni kama nani?
Yeah, that's still wrong. I think we did address that also here, and we said that, you know what, things might not be so good, but one thing remains. If you want a good thing, please do another good thing. We are always told 2 wrongs don't make a right. So if this man might be provoking you maybe to be who you are, or maybe whatever you're saying is because of the man, maybe he's doing things that are not right, and you're also still doing things that are not right, my friend, things are not going to add up. Can we please get somebody? And that somebody is not going to be any other person, you the woman. And as I said, if you do something good, even God in heaven is seeing what you're doing. I know this is a point where we collide with so many women because they're telling me, no, you are not serious. Do you know what I'm going through? And do you know that man? I tell them I don't know that man because I don't know him. But the thing is, the only thing I know is that if you're going to do the right thing, then this right thing will lead you into a right position. Whether it's a good position in terms of this man changing, or maybe you finding peace within you to continue living with him, because I know those are some of the things that lead up to the breakup of a marriage. So if you cannot put up with it, then it means ultimately you'll get out of that marriage. But if you're going to find a way through it, you know, you are going to cross that bridge. But otherwise, if not, then you'll remain on this other end. That's truly speaking. You know, hata kama umepitia kwa njia ambayo hujui njia ni gani. Sometimes you maneuver, unaona the other end, but you don't know how to go about it. You'll always look through. Hata kama ni kwa vichaka you go through, and it's not very good going through vichaka when you're going through an open path. So the thing is, things might not be like you wanted them to be, but can you look for a way? And that way is also something that we talked about here. Seeking God to help you, because I know the strength to do this is not your own strength. If you want to do it by your own strength, you won't do it. You will never. By the way, I'm telling you, even if you are schooled enough and all that stuff, you will not make it. The thing is, can you seek God, who is the creator of even of that guy? He's going to talk to him. He's going to also give you the peace to go through this, and you'll go through it.
Yeah, and kuna wanawake wengine ambao watasema the mistake is not mine, mistake ni yake. Ni ndio maybe ananifanya niongee hivyo nimjibu hivyo nifanye hivyo. Utazamwambia nini mtu kama huyo?
Let it be maybe once in a while. Pengine amekumesa pile mbaya sana. Unaweza ongea hivyo. Lakini sasa if you get what that guy is saying, it's like something that has been happening every other time. And a problem again with us women is wakikupatia nafasi ya kusema iwe tu ni siku moja, siku ile ingine pia utaongezea. So that is the biggest problem. So the thing is, can you all the same, can you just avoid it? Kama unasikia tulikuwa, I don't know if I talked about it here, but kama unasikia sana umechoka, ukiona mambo inaanza kuiva sana, enda kunywa maji and don't meza that maji, just let it be there. Somebody is talking and then you're like, I know some of us will be beaten because of that, because it looks rude, but it's a way out sometimes, because what you could have spoken
inabaki kwa mdomo.
Yeah, inabaki hapo ndani. But again, something else that I'm talking about in terms of this is that what is it that is your content? Because for you to talk like that, for you to start throwing words at somebody, what is it that is within you? Because you know, there are some of us, I don't know, there are some people whom mambo ya matusi hawajui. Kwa hivyo kuongea maneno ya matusi inakuwa ngumu sana. Kwa hivyo maybe anaweza ongea tu generally, lakini mambo ya kutusi mtu bila nafanana kutoka kwa kichwa mpaka kwa mguu kirudi hivyo juu chini, I think some of us we just don't know how to do this. But what you're going to do is make sure that what is in you, that is your content, is something that is right, so that whenever you try to speak, because the Bible talks about something that is full inside somebody is what comes out. So make sure that what is within you is right. And that's where I was talking about the groups that we are also engaging with. Hizo mama sweetie and I don't know where we go. And then we sit there and people talk and we are getting those things inside of us. And then we start digesting them. And then they are ready to be put out. Inakaa kama sumu ya nyoka. So the moment somebody just talks to you, unakumbuka vile mama mwingine alikuambia ametukana bwana yake. Mpaka majirani wakatoka nje. So you also want to bring the same scene. So please, if you find yourself in such a situation where you are sitting with people who are wrong, always they talk things that hata wewe, because kuna mtu anaweza niambia is a grown up or she's a grown up na ajui kama wenye anakaa nao ni wabaya. And the moment you're sitting with the wrong people, you will always get in the wrong things. We know it. Hata tukikaa mahali kama hapa and then this place is like the air around is not good, we'll inhale that wrong air. Na utaanza kusema tumbo imefura, tumbo is like, you know, because it was the environment we were in. So that is the same thing with what we get inside of us. So who are you sitting with? Who are you listening to? So those things will matter a lot, because the moment you take in a lot of poison, that is what you're going to bring out. But if you take in the right things, you talk to the right people, you always listen to the right people, you'll always find that whenever you want to speak, you'll always be speaking the right things. Hata kama huyo husband wako ndio mbaya, amekuprovoke kusema hivyo, please remember first that I'm a woman in this house. Hata kama wewe ni mkubwa wake kule kazini, first think that, remember that you are the woman of the house and he's the husband at the head of the same house. Yeah.
Wow, thank you so much. In case you're tuning in, this is Maisha Prime Women Talk, where real women engage. And I'm joined by Irene Mbobushebi, who is a counselor, and she is offering counseling to some of the people who are facing some difficulties in their marriages. You can send in your comment on Facebook or YouTube. Comment here, Facebook or YouTube, Maisha Television Kenya, Instagram and Twitter at Maisha TV KE. You can also send in your comment on our number, that is 0746 999 841. We are going for a short commercial break. We'll be right back.
Local news should live to your expectations. It should be reliable and most definitely accurate, keeping it local and giving you the facts, especially the breaking. That's why at Maisha Television Kenya, we value, we inform you, educate you and advocate for your views. Trusted news, trusted sources, trusted dissemination of information. That's why there is nothing more important to us than getting it right. Maisha Television News, we are here for you. Maisha TV, the Kenyan channel pushing information to Kenyan viewers through digital television platforms.
Maisha Prime News, Maisha Television
News.
Thank you for choosing Maisha Television for this broadcast.
Information.
Classes were in a poor condition.
Cultural programming. Coming to you through all major broadcasting platforms. Special in-depth coverage from around Kenya. Exclusive reporting from all across Kenya and the continent. Maisha TV presents high-class programming, engaging talk shows from our studios and outside broadcasting on a wide range of issues with trending perspectives.
I'm really asking our guys who are behind the camera to look for that clip and then play that clip.
Telling Kenyan stories you won't hear elsewhere.
The most wicked sight in my life is to see his tongue hanging almost up to here.
Tangu corona ianze mwezi wa 3 tumekuwa na changamoto mingi.
Watching stimulating debates on a hot seat.
I guess. Wait, I don't know. Wait. Let me tell you about the situation. No.
The latest happenings from around you on Maisha Prime. The Prime Talk shows connects us with realities of life. Hivi sasa, looking at your everyday life.
Wazazi wameweza kuwapa uhuru watoto wao na ndiposa
and local business, finance and investment.
Some levels of smuggling of sugar.
Maisha TV digital platform engages users everywhere through multimedia approach technology. A Maisha Television digital platform, your local and continental channel platform where you choose it, watch it and love it. If you're a business person, a trader, or anyone who wants to sell something for money, you have to advertise your products and services. Maisha TV is your best and affordable platform to market your business. We have over 50,000 Facebook likes, 1 million viewers watching us. We have daily news, highly visited website, and so if you advertise with us, we simply put your products or services to over 2 million people across all our platforms. Seriously, if you want to make money, you must market your business. Let's do the marketing and you get your money. Call us now, 0746 999 841. That is 0746 999 841. Or write to info@maishatv.co.ke. Just choose it, watch it, and love it. Knowledge is power. Information is liberating. Education is the premise of progress in every society, in every family. Nabongo Teachers Training College is now inviting applications from interested and suitable students for Diploma in Primary Teacher Education, DPTE, for 3 years. Upgrade from P1 to Diploma Primary Teacher Education for 9 months. DTE, Diploma Teacher Education Secondary Option. We are now admitting secondary school students from Form 1 to Form 3 entries. Welcome to Nabongo Teachers Training College. Call now 0704 366 140, 0704 366 140 for Nabongo Teachers Training College admission. Call us now 0711 574-423, 0711-574-423 na Bongo Teachers Training College, Bungoma.
5 is the number of grace. The Lord esteems us greatly, even when we were dead in sin. So when we confess Him as the Lord and Savior, we are brought back to the kingdom. Let us embrace the spirit of sonship, understanding the perfect will of the Father is that He loves us. Our enemy is the devil. When the devil attacks, counter-attack by running to the Lord. He's our fortress, He's our shield. So attack back by going unto the Lord.
Maisha TV, the Kenyan channel pushing information to Kenyan viewers through digital television platforms.
Maisha Prime News, Maisha Television.
News.
Thank you for choosing Maisha Television for this broadcast.
Information.
The classes were in a poor condition.
Cultural programming. Coming to you through all major broadcasting platforms. Special in-depth coverage from around Kenya. Exclusive reporting from all across Kenya and the continent. Maisha TV presents high-class programming, engaging talk shows from our studios and outside broadcasting on a wide range of issues with trending perspectives.
I'm really asking our guys who are behind the camera to look for that clip and then play that clip.
Telling Kenyan stories you won't hear elsewhere.
The most wicked sight in my life is to see his tongue hanging almost up to here.
Tangu corona ianze mwezi wa 3 tumekuwa na changamoto mingi.
Watching stimulating debates on a hot seat.
I guess. Wait, I don't know. Wait. Let me tell you about the No.
The latest happenings from around you on Maisha Prime. The Prime talk shows connects us with realities of life. Hivi sasa, looking at your everyday life.
Wazazi wameweza kuwapa uhuru watoto wao na ndiposa
and local business, finance and investment.
Some levels of smuggling of sugar.
Maisha TV digital platform engages users everywhere through multimedia approach technology. The Maisha Television digital platform, your local and continental channel platform where you choose it, watch it and love it.
Men are naturally polygamous, so should we just do all these things to them even if they're unfaithful? Because according to the way you are addressing, it's like women are just supposed to be as in ufanye kile ambacho inahitajika ufanye. Hiyo ni role yako. So hata kama yuko faithful, to treat hivyo hivyo.
What are we going to do? At the end of the day, you know, you tell somebody like me that you're now having to leave your home and go. I'm like, no, how do I go and start another family somewhere, you know? So, okay, I know these are things that are a little bit complicated, but we've seen them even through history, that so many women have lived with this. I say this with a lot of, you know, quotes here there, because I know so many women will not agree with this. But the thing is that that's exactly what you're going to do. Because if I tell you no, then I'm telling you to go where? Where are you going to start another? And which you just said it. Men are polygamous. That other man you are going to, is he not? Yeah, we know we have a very few number of men who might really want to live their life as they are. That is because they want to be good men. Citing out his, I mean, the question that was given, because men, as they say, they're polygamous. The Bible talks about the same somehow. But the thing is, once you're a woman there, I think what we are going to fight for is let you be the #1 woman. I would advise you so. Usichukulie kwamba men, you know, men are polygamous and so you just walk in the 5th woman and you're just there. No, I'm not for that. Because even if you're talking about men are polygamous, who are making them to be polygamous?
Women.
Yes. So the problem still lies with us. Kama tutapata tu wale wanawake wameamua, mtu akikuja kuongea na wewe na unajua ni bwana ya mtu, ambia yeye toka hapa. I'm not listening to what you say. But here we are. You know very well. You know, sometimes I wonder. Because hata tuko na wewe kwa nyumba hapa, pengine my own sister. This is my husband and he talks to you and you. Your friend. So when men are polygamous, the problem is the women. So if you are going to stop this and do the right thing, unless ulidanganywa, na pia ukidanganywa siku ile umefind out, toka ni kana kwamba una heal.
But you know, some men, ukiwa approach, they will cite even the Bible. You'll see like Solomon had many wives, David the same.
Was there anything good with this man in terms of marriage? Just look at it. It's the Bible, yes. But look at it. That is where the rain started beating them. The moment you added the second one, because the women are the problem. Because the moment they come, kila mtu anakujanga na ya kwao. Kwa hivyo akikuja na ya kwao, sasa wewe kichwa yako ni ya kuroll tu. Huyu amesema hivi, huyu ameleta ya huku. Sasa that man is not settled and he'll never be settled. In fact, he'll die a very desperate man. So for men, please, I'm also telling you, we might be the problem, but you are the bigger problems. Because if you look at it, even if you want to cite the Bible, what really happened to these men who are having women? They had issues. Unasikia kwamba miungu ilianza kuingia katika nyumba ya so and so because of these women. Kila mtu alikuja na mungu wa kwao. Wewe utaabudu miungu mingapi? You are here today, we want to go, we are 7th day. The following day we going on Sunday. So you'll be going to church every day. My friend, because you have those women. So every day wale wanaenda kushiriki Wednesday, unasonga huko Tuesday, unaenda na wao. So you see how you are becoming a servant to these women. Na siku moja wanaweza kukuchapa nani. So for men, please, okay. That's a story for
but I think that I support your point. I think that the problem also is us women, because it's us who make them polygamous. And I'll go to the next question. This lady is saying that I'm afraid to get pregnant because I feel like my husband will shift his attention to other women.
That's a good one. Yeah, most probably. If you fear that, it will happen. But if you're confident in what you're doing, it will never happen. Why am I saying this? I know most of these women, or most of us women, when we are expecting, we become like we are living in our own world. But remember, your world ceased to be your own world the moment you got married. So your world will have to be your world and your husbands and your children, and you have to run this world. You see? So this is to say, when you are expecting, it doesn't mean that it's a time that you've taken a break. No, we never take breaks. Pengine tutakutana na Mungu kwa tumuulize kwa nini. But for now, let me advise you, we never take breaks. So if you know you are this kind of woman who takes breaks because you are expecting, ataenda. But if you know you have to keep him here, then keep him here. Because you have to do the exact things you used to do even before you are pregnant. This is to say the pregnancy is not going to stop you from anything. I know you're telling me I'm moody, I'm all this. It is all conceived in your mind. The moment you want to clear up your mind and remain that good woman, you are going to be. But if you start saying that, you know, wale wa mama wa mimba wanakuanga na attitude, wanakuanga na nini, na wewe pia umebebana tu na hizo vitu ukaziweka kwa akili yako, zitakusumbua. Na saa zile unasumbukana nazo, he is getting his good time out there. So please, even when you're expecting, this is what we were also told. And we had to somehow find our way. I told you, even if it means going through the bush, you are going through the bush looking for where to get the path. You know, so that is where we go about, that is how we go about it. So the thing is, every other woman has been there. So what you're going to do, can you talk to those ones whom you think have always been there and their husbands have never run away? Or maybe even if they went away, they realize they need to come back. So something about pregnant women, please, can you be smart? You know, kuna kuga na watu wengine akishashika mimba ukimwangalia hata sasa unashanga. Ana mbele, ana
I saw someone posting that for God's sake, you are pregnant, you're not mad. Unapata amewachilia nywele, amevaa shati kubwa, as in she's just there.
She's just there.
What will make your man stay there? Nini na attract? Nothing.
So that's what we are saying. You're not mad, you're pregnant. Yes, that's very true. I think that's the advice we need to give. Because for sure, if you're expecting, it doesn't mean that your world has broken loose. You know, you're still here. You have to live your life. Can you be smart? You know, wake up early. Because pregnant women tend to think that they have to wake up late. Who told you? Wake up early. Anza kujishughulisha. Utakuwa active. Lakini the moment unaendelea kulala ndio vile unaendelea kuwa lazy. And imagine through the day mpaka imefika saa 8 ndio sasa wewe unaamka. My friend, you are in big trouble. Because when that man comes back in the house, ni saa 10 jioni na wewe ndio sasa unachukua breakfast. Na umejua vile unachukua breakfast? Hiyo stocking. Who told you to be sleeping with those stockings kwa zimetoa matuta zimetokea huku zimechomoka ni kama uko na pembe. You look like a ng'ombe in the house and you know you're supposed to be somebody's wife. How is it going to add up? So the thing is, even if you're pregnant, be smart. Again, make sure that your obligations are fulfilled. Nobody's going to fulfill. And by the way, if you are going not to fulfill them, somebody's going to help you out there.
Yeah, and I think that's what she was worried. Yeah.
Yeah. So please, make sure you are fulfilling your assignments. How? Don't ask me. You'll come pole pole. Because we have to somehow, yeah. You know, and we are lucky enough sometimes when we are in the church because these women, and as the Bible says, the elderly women will advise the young women. We are sometimes advised about how to go about this. Because otherwise, for sure, if you think of yourself, unaka kama kamlima, Mount Elgon, seriously speaking. But anyway, at the end of the day, there's somebody who's going to help you how to go about all this because you need to go about it. Because otherwise, utawachwa hapo na kutakuwa na mshikaji na pengine hawezi kuwa mbali, anaweza kuwa house girl kama dada yako. And I tell you, sasa umeongeza stress, unaingiza pressure, sijui zinaingizwa nini, mtoto mwenyewe utambeba namna gani, kufika kwenda kuzaa ni ngumu. Unaona? So please, unaweza punguza hizi stresses by doing what needs to be done. And if you don't know what needs to be done, then that's where the trouble is, because even the Bible talks about it. If you lack knowledge, you will be destroyed. Kwa hivyo wakati mwingine kukosa ufahamu na maarifa itakuangamiza. So please, can you try to find out how you can do this? And this is something that when we're talking about being wise, a wise woman, the Bible generalizes that as a wise woman. Is to say that sometimes you go beyond yourself just to see to it that the right things are done, that is to say. So you make sure that those things that need to be done must be done. I know they might be a little bit hectic, you know, but can you find a way of how to doing them? Because otherwise somebody is going to help you. So utakosa kuzaa watoto unasema unaogopa kushika mimba tena
atataka mtoto.
Yeah, sasa that is another issue again. So he'll go out there and he'll get that one who knows how to be smart when she's expectant. And when everybody sees her, she's looking smart. Na wewe huku umejiogopesha tisiwezi za kwa sababu my husband will run. He is already out there. Yes, and the out one is expecting. Na hapo ndio polygamy yenye mlikuwa mnauliza inatokezea. Because now what do we do?
Wow, such a good point. I think I'll just insist on being smart. You are pregnant, you're not mad. Tafadhali jitengeneze, enda hata salon, tengeneza nywele. Si ati ukiwa uko na mimba, sasa unaweka zile matuta, hiyo stocking nasema, unakaa tu funny. Just be smart if you want to not to make your husband go away.
And also, I would want to talk to the husband as well. Please, you can cheer us up. You know, sometimes we people you make me feel like the whole world is on me. Now, what am I going to do? So please, you cheer me up. You can get some clothes for me to, you know, there's something with women. If a man, your husband especially, tells you to put on that cloth, it looks nice on you. Hata kama mtu atasema hii nguo inakutoa aje, wewe utakuwa unaivaa tu. There was a lady I used to wonder, she kept on putting on that. Mpaka siku moja mimi nikamuuliza madhe, ai na hii nguo yako unaipenda? Akaniambia ni baba nani ndio anaipenda, si mimi. So that's when I